Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the Show YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully you're all staying safe. And yeah, we're back with a brand new video. As you can see, it is a keep, sell, loan. Probably seen a load of these on YouTube over the years before, but yeah, if you don't know, basically created a tier list for the Wolves squad that played this season, and also quite a few of the big loan players that we got out on loan. And basically, my opinion, I say whether we should keep them, loan them out, or just sell them on for a decent bit of money. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, like I said, I'll pretty much created it by myself. So you know, if you want to go and use it, feel free. There's a link in the description. Do one, make sure download it, save it, and make sure you tweet it to me on Twitter or whatever. Obviously, Twitter and Instagram down below. So make sure you go follow them as well. But yeah, enjoy the video. Okay, we are here, tier maker for the squad, for the Wolves squad this season. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what it is. Keep, sell, loan. A lot of people have been doing it, and I'm just copying it really. But I did make this myself, so yeah. Also, the annoying thing is I made this myself, and if you do this yourself, as you can see, all the players are in order from goalkeeper to striker. Then right at the end, there's some of the loan players. Looks all very nice, doesn't it? Looks very nice, very professional. Well, when I was making it, I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it this neat. But for some reason, I've done it, and then once I loaded it up, they was all just mishmashed and or mixed up. So I have to manually do this myself. So just for reference, if you are going to do it, then yeah, it might be a bit messed up and stuff. Also, as you can see, the 3 tiers as well. There was actually another 2. You couldn't get rid of them, but as soon as you come onto this, you click on like the settings button on one of the sides of them, and then you just click delete row, and it'll delete them too, and then it'll look a little bit better. So that's if you are going to use it. There's just a little bit of hints and tips, but yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. But I'm pretty sure you all know how keep, sell, loan works. It's going to be my opinion, not really what I think the manager will do, even though we don't really have a manager right now. But yeah, I'm just going to give my opinion on them. So yeah, we're going to start off with the goalkeepers, as you can see, to the strikers. Then we've got a few loan players at the end, and saying what I would do with them. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. First off, we're going to start off with Rory Patricio. Now, for me, I would keep him for one more season. I think. Well, to be fair though, there's been a lot of links with him going to Roma and other places like this, so I wouldn't really be surprised if we let him go this season. So but for me, I would keep him for one more season. Then next season I would look to get another first choice in. But yeah, John Ruddy, I think it's pretty much certain he's leaving, so I'll put him in sell. And then Sondergaard I will put in loan. I think he has been injured for quite a bit, especially the last half of the season. So don't think he's really played much for like the under 23s and stuff. So he's come back from injury now, I believe. So I'd send him out on loan, get him some first team football somewhere. Now on to the right backs. Nelson Semedo, I will keep. I think I've been really impressed with him the last few months. He's really grown into it now, and he just seems to be a proper good right back now. And you saw against Man United some of the runs he was making, and obviously he scored a goal as well, which is great. And he was making them runs that we was familiar with Doc. Like I remember a few times Neves was looking up, and Semedo was on the run, and he's picking out these really nice balls. So yeah, I've been really impressed with Semedo. Definitely keep. Hoover, I will keep as well. We haven't seen the best of Hoover yet. Again, he hasn't really played too much, but for me, I think his future is more as a centre-back role. So yeah, maybe in the summer we may need to look for like a right-back maybe. We'll have to see, but for me, I'll keep Hoover. Again, he's only, 18, 19. He's still so young, so yeah, I'll keep him. Centre-backs, Bolly, I will keep. Again, probably going to have to look to replace Bolly soon. Like, what is he, 31 now? He's not going to get any younger, really. This is probably where his stock's at his highest, if you do want to sell him. But I would keep him because we're thin on the ground with centre-backs anyway, so he's our best centre-back overall. So, yeah, I'll keep Bolly, definitely. Cody, I will keep as well. Again, he's the captain. We definitely do need to bring in some centre backs as well. Whether it is to replace Cody or not, we'll see. But yeah, I'll keep Cody. Just I think even if we do bring in centre backs, and even if the next manager doesn't fancy Cody, then I think it'll be great around the changing room and stuff like that. And is a very decent like team squad player to have. So yeah, I'll keep Cody. Sace next, and you know what? I'm gonna put Sace in sell. To be fair, it just hasn't been good. Like a lot of the players, he just hasn't been good. And we're playing him as a centre back, and I know for his country he plays as a centre back a lot, but it's just I just haven't been impressed with him really. And I know he's very versatile, and he's played a left back a few games, and I'll probably sell him again. He's he's 31 now, maybe even 32. Hasn't offered a lot, so I would probably sell Sace. I think we bought him for 7 million, so I think maybe we could get that 7 million back. Maybe could be an option, but yeah, I'd probably sell Sace. To be fair, that might be a bit of a shock, but I would sell him. Kilman, I would actually keep. There's been a lot of fans just like not digging Kilman out, but just like saying that we should get rid of Kilman, because like for me is our second best centre back that we've got at the moment. He's like every time I've seen him play, I don't think I've seen him put a foot wrong. Like genuinely, like maybe I'm wrong. Like of course, like he hasn't had like outstanding games. Like I think one of the games he played as a left back, it might be against Arsenal or something, and he wasn't great at all. Like, but he's never made an error for a goal. He's never done anything like that. He's very composed on the ball. He's just a very solid centre back, and you know, was he 23 now? And of course, he's not like the level that we want. But for a squad player now, for a squad defender, I think, why not keep him? I think it's like I said, he's probably our second best defender at the moment. So I'll definitely keep Kilman. Johnny, I would keep. Again, he's going to be out for a while, so we'll see what he's like when he comes back. But for now, I'd keep. Marcel, I would keep as well. Again, he'll probably be second string for a bit. And to be fair, every time I've seen him play, which hasn't been much, but every time I've seen him play, he's been very, very solid left back. But we can't really rely on him because he's just so injury prone. And then Aït-Nouri, one of our loan players that we got, who's on loan. I would actually sign Aït-Nouri. Probably not for the full 20 million. I'll try and negotiate with Angers and see if we can, you know, maybe, I don't know, wait out or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'll sign Aït-Nouri. Again, going forward, very good. I think if he just needs to bulk out a little bit and work on his defensive positioning and some of the more defensive side of it, I think if he works on that, he could be a very good centre back, very good left back, I should say. And again, he's still 19, and you know, coming to the Premier League, I think he's done quite well. So I would sign him up definitely. Neves. Again, I'll keep. Again, it's a worry. He's one of the ones that could go if we need to raise funds, but I would keep Neves for as long as possible. Again, if he stays for long enough and we get into Europe, he could be our future captain. So I'll keep Neves. It seems to be a lot of players going into keep, but I'm trying to be I'm trying not to sit on the fence at all. I'm going to be completely honest. But yeah. Next, we are going to go with Dendonka. Now, I was very close to selling Dendonka, but I think I just don't think, maybe this has something to do with the manager as well, but I don't think the way we was using him, I just don't really think suits him and like his attributes, I should say. Like when he was running late in the box, like maybe if he works on his shooting in pre-season, maybe he can do that late run into the box, but that's just not really what he's suited to, and he's been used as that, and you can't blame him. Like, he's been trying to do that, but you know, he's just not good at shooting or heading really. So I would keep him because again, he's quite versatile, and he's he can do a job as a centre back as well. But I think a new manager coming in, I think we have to use him, you know, not for them late runs into the box, because that's not really what he's made for. That's not what his attributes are. Moutinho, it's sad to say, but I'd probably sell him. It's really sad to see, because Moutinho is probably the best player I've seen at Wolves. Just on the ball ability and stuff, he's just one of the best I've seen. But I think this season especially is, I don't know, it's just yeah, I think it's just old age catching up on him now. Why is he 34, 35 now? Again, wouldn't be surprised if he stays and is, you know, we bring in more midfielders and he comes on for like what he does for Portugal, for example, when he comes on for the last 10 minutes to shore up a game. I could see that happening as well, but for me, I'd probably sell him. Again, we're not going to get much for him, but we signed him for 5 million, which is like a bargain. But yeah, Otazowie, again, I was very close to putting him in loan, but to be fair, I can't, you know, every time I've seen him play, he's played well, and he's never played in his preferred position. When he came on for Chelsea, for the game against Chelsea and we won, he did come on in more of that deep midfield role. He did do well there, but every time he started, I think, was it against Burnley, he started just like a false 9 type thing, and you know, he wasn't great, but he'd done a job. And then against the Albion as well, he's like a right winger kind of thing, which again is definitely not his position. But he started off slow and then got into the game a lot better, and I think I really love Otazowie. I think he's very good. I think you could say in the future a replacement for Dendonka if we do sell him, which I wouldn't be surprised either. I think he could be a future one of them, and yeah, I think he's one of them players that we don't really have a lot either. He just picks up the ball, he can drive with the ball, and he's really strong, he's powerful. So yeah, I really like Otazowie. I'll definitely keep him. Vitinha, I'm going to say keep, because I have a feeling if we didn't sign him from Porto, I have a feeling he could be very similar to what happened to Pedro Gonçalves. I think he could just flourish whether he goes somewhere else, because I think he's a very good player, and he hasn't had a lot of games because we haven't really played a number 10 really, but I would keep Vitinha, well, try and sign him. Again, maybe for a bit less than the 20 million Porto want. But yeah, I think he's got a lot to offer. Again, still young, still a lot of potential. So yeah, I'll try and sign him, definitely. Next, Morgan. I'll keep Morgan. Again, it's going to be interesting. The next manager comes in for a lot of these players, and Morgan especially. Again, if you've watched this channel for a while, you know I've always tried to back Morgan as much as possible, even when he was quite shit, like last season and the season before, when he wasn't really doing much and he wasn't contributing a lot. But you can see, just ever since he's come back from his loan, I think I can't really put a bad performance he's had really. I think he's improved a lot. I think you can see from his loan at Swansea, even though he got injured, I think you can see the games he played at Swansea, getting first team football, really helped him a lot, and you can see he's matured a lot. He just wants to go forward. He wants to score. He wants to assist. He wants to make them forward passes, which a lot of our midfielders don't have, like Neves, like Moutinho. They've been playing sideways a lot of the time, and you can see he's doing a lot of these flicks. Which, to be fair, before he was doing these flicks, the last couple of seasons, and they wasn't coming off. But now he's a lot more confident. And you can see when he loses the ball, he chases it down, tries and wins the ball back. And I love Morgan. I think he's good, and I think, again, if we bring in a very attack-minded manager, he could be the focal point of that, right in the heart of that midfield. And I think he could flourish a lot. So I'll definitely keep Morgan, definitely. Neto, I think it's self-explanatory really. Definitely keep Neto. You could say this injury is a bit of a blessing in disguise, because no one's probably going to sign him because he's injured, but Neto 100% try and keep, definitely. Adama as well, just try and get him down, try and agree a contract with him. Again, you can see the last couple of games with it's basically him and no one else. He's just tried to do it all by himself. So yeah, definitely try and sign Adama, get him a new contract. For Dents, I'll keep as well. Again, he's been, to be fair, the last few games has been really poor. But he's had a few personal issues. He's had a lot of injuries as well. So I think there still is a player in there somewhere. We haven't really seen a lot of him, but I would keep him just for this season. And if he doesn't do a lot next season, then probably try and sell him on or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's good. Raul, I'll keep Raul again. Been out for so long, and again, we can't really just go out and rely on Raul anymore because we don't know whether he's going to come back the same player. So I think we definitely need to sign another striker. But yeah, I'll keep Raul, definitely keep Raul. William Jose. Okay, Fabio Silva. I'll keep Fabio. Again, I think grown into it a lot, grown into the season a lot. Again, 18 years of age. Again, the price tag, everyone's going to talk about the price tag, but you know what, I think it's just, there's a lot of haters out there, just don't rate Fabio, and to them, just, I mean, if you don't really rate Fabio, or you can't really see what he brings or what he contributes to a team, then you need to watch a bit more football, to be fair, because he contributes a lot, he runs a lot, he presses balls, he does a lot, he gets assists now. I think he got another assist yesterday against United, which I'm not sure what his tally is for the season. He's got 4 goals, and he's probably got like 3-4 assists as well, maybe. So it hasn't been a bad season, to be fair. I remember I said at the start of the season, if he scores 5 goals or something like that, then I'll be happy. And you know what? He wasn't meant to play this much, and he's done very well. So yeah, I'll keep Fabio, and then Theo Corbiano, again, only played 1 game for about 20 minutes, but I'd probably loan him, maybe. But to be fair, he's been doing a lot, and I probably would just bring him straight into the first team, to be fair. I wouldn't be surprised, but I probably would loan him out, maybe to a very decent championship side. So again, he could be one of the players, probably he could, if he fulfills his potential, probably could be one of the best players to come out of our academy in recent times. So yeah, I'll put him on loan for now, but we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much the full squad that played this season. And now we're going to move on to some of the more bigger loan players that we had out on loan. So yeah, now this is probably where we're going to fill up more of these sell loan options, definitely. So Patrick Cutrone, I think I'd sell him again. It has even played for Valencia. I literally can't, like, sometimes he comes up and like he's played a little bit, or sometimes I see a picture of him playing on his Instagram or something, but I genuinely don't think I've seen him play. He's definitely made some appearances, but I don't think he scored or anything. So yeah, I'd sell Cutrone. Again, we're not going to get anything that we got back for him. 5 million maybe is the most we'll probably get for him, but yeah, I'd sell Cutrone. Rafa Mir it's a very interesting one, because the guy's been banging them in for Huesca. I'm pretty certain they've stayed up as well. He's got 13 goals for like pretty much one of the worst teams in La Liga this season. Scored some worldy goals, by the way. So I would it's probably going to be sell. I'm still on the fence, but I don't think is what he would want to come and be a bit part player, really. I think he'll want to go somewhere now and be first choice. And it's even if he could if he could tack it in the Premier League, because we saw for Wolves, and he went on loan to Forest as well. He wasn't great, but for Huesca he's done really well. So it's more than likely we'll probably be sold, and we'll get at least 20 million for him, which is very good profit. So in the end of the day, it's probably a win-win for everyone, really. Next is Vanagray. Again, I'd probably sell Vanagray as well. I think he's been doing quite well the last few months for Militao, I think that is. I think there was a link for like Benfica or Porto or something. Again, we could get a decent bit of money for him as well. I think we only signed him for, was it a couple million, maybe 3 million, maybe. So I'm more than certain we'll get that back for him. So yeah, Sanderson, again, a very big fan of Sanderson. I really like him. I don't think he's ready to come back to the first team yet. But what I've heard from like Johnson, the Sunderland manager, and all these other players as well, I think he'll really be a top player. So again, it's difficult whether he'll be a right back, whether it could be a centre back. It's still unknown really. He's been playing more as a centre back for Sunderland. He's done really well. So I think a loan to the Championship and a very decent Championship side. I think we'll do him a lot of good, and then again, who knows, if he does well there, maybe we'll see him in the first team. But again, big fan of Sanderson, and I really hope one day he does get his chance at Wolves. Sarkic, I'm actually going to put in keep. So I can see him being our second choice keeper next season. Again, done well on loan at Shrewsbury. I think he got 11 clean sheets, I believe, which is very decent. I'm pretty sure it's quite like mid-table as well, which is pretty decent. But again, it's quite interesting. Like who knows what the manager's going to be like? Whether he's going to fancy Sarkic, whether he's just going to send him out alone. Who knows? But yeah, I wouldn't really mind seeing him a second choice. Really, he'll do him a lot of good. Again, still very young as well. So yeah, I'll put him there. Bonatini, again, I'm just going to sell him. He did score on Grasshoppers last game, I believe, and obviously they won the league, so congrats to Grasshoppers. But yeah, I'll sell Bonatini. I can't remember how much we paid for him really. I don't think it was a lot, but yeah, I'll probably sell him. Bruno Jordao as well. Last one, I'd probably just sell Jordao as well. Again, I don't know if he's played for Militao too much, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the tier list completely done. That's pretty much it. That's the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts on my tier list. Let me know where I probably went right, went wrong, what you change about it, all that good stuff. But as I say, it's in the description, so if you want to go and use it, then feel free. Anyone can. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe as always. Twitter and Instagram down below. Go follow them. And yeah, hopefully you all stay well, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.
I'm sorry, girl, you just don't make me feel right. I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me be, I'm not gonna put up a fight. And every time